was not ready. I was not ready at all. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, my name is Kenneth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full album reaction for Stray Kids' new album, Rockstar. I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to have it in 2 parts. Part 1 will have Megaverse, the Megaverse stage, the 2 versions of Lac, Blind Spot and Complex, and then the second part will have the remaining songs, Cover Me, Leave, and the Korean version of Social Path. I am aware that Leave has a stage as well, so that will probably be in part 2 as well. I don't know what I'm going to be in for with this album. Obviously we've heard the unveils and I'm still not ready. So please feel free to join me on this reaction. We're gonna get started with Megaverse. Let's get into it. These pictures. That intro we've heard from the unveil, but it hits so well. It has such like a driving beat behind it, and I love the references obviously to multiverses, but also as well the pun of jumping between every verse, both musical verses and obviously in kind of lore kind of style of the multiverse. I also like the idea of the toi. Oh, sorry.
Run along with the gods, jumping between every verse, the multiverse, and ready for our universe. First, second, third, fourth wall, we're breaking them all.
I also like how there's a lot of on-beat syllables, and then there's syncopated ones as well. And both Chan and Felix both do that.
Welcome to the Stray Kids Hot Megaverse.
That rhythm change, ouch. I hit my hand.
Welcome to the Stray Kids Hot Megaverse.
Changbin whispering always gets me. I like this kind of lazy singing that Ian is doing. Like the way, it's fully intentional obviously, but the way he slurs through the syllables. Oh, this is good. Even then, like, it doesn't sound like he's saying hooligans. I love it. The background synth.
Megaverse 웅장한 내 목소리 you better run 이 정도의 스케일 측정 단위 megaturn 웬만해선 절대 누구에게 안 굴려 Stray Kids This a Megaverse Big Bang The party's great Cause we make it rain Yeah, yeah This a Megaverse Big Bang Everything yeah Welcome to the Stray Kids Hot Megaverse
Okay, so first of all, that is an amazing way to start an album. Like, that song hits you from second one, from the beginning of the song, literally, all the way to the end. The energy's there, and I'm not even the one that was doing the damn performing, and I'm breathless. I love the way at the end there, you had this almost chaotic rhythm in the background, as they're talking about the Big Bang, and it completely like encapsulates that kind of like merging of things, and I I am I'm not I knew I wasn't ready. I knew I wasn't ready. I I love the way that Stray Kids are able to write songs like this. Um, Obviously Chan and Han and Changbin. Um, I I like the way that they're always able to kind of shut up their critics with kind of every comeback that they make. Um, I think it was Hyunjin's line about oh, was it earlier? There was a line from Hyunjin about telling like the kind of the haters to like sit down. I really like that. Um, I like the constant like rhythm changes in the song. Um, Between the different sections, and even moving from say Han to Hyunjin. Um, Again, Pangchan's section towards the end, and even like the contrast between Felix's Felix's Welcome to the Stray Kids Hot Megaverse and Lino's. Obviously, it's the same line, but they kind of attack it differently, and they kind of perform it differently. And again, Felix's especially kind of changes the tempo of what's coming next, which I really like. I like that idea of using a lyric as a musical transition. Sorry. um, they all sounded great. Again, I loved the way that Ian had that lazy kind of singing style for one part, and then I think it was the bridge to the second chorus. I think he came back with that kind of more pointed singing is what I'd call it. If you imagine like lazy as more like slurred, and more legato kind of, more sharp singing is what I would call this, is because it's a lot more syllabic, as he kind of goes through the lines, and it's nice to have that kind of contrast with him. Sungmin's vocals again. I say again because by now we all know what to expect, even with Sungmin. Lino sounded great. Han, Changbin, Hyunjin's raps were great. I liked the breakdown in between the verses. I thought Kang Chan's section was really strong. I also liked the switch up with the breakdown. I think it was just before Kang Chan's section. Kang Chan's section had like a different instrument section as well in Sungmin's I think it was the second bridge to the chorus. There was like a synth in the background that was like imitating and following him, which was really nice. At first I thought it was a harmony, and then I heard it like, so I heard the first thought and I thought it's harmony, and then I heard it again in like the second line that he sang, and it was more synth-like, so I was like, oh, it's a synth, not a harmony. Again, I think this was an amazing first title track. Okay, so next we're gonna go into the Megaverse stage video. I think this came out before a lot of things, but I'll be honest, I missed it. If you've seen my other video about the Unveil tracks and the Skids flicks, you'll know that I kind of missed a bunch of things. But this is the stage video, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it is performed. Just first thing, I like the graphic behind them. Obviously, I like the choreo that I'm seeing, but I like the kind of almost space rock kind of graphics. These outfits. One thing I didn't mention about Changbin in the lyric video, I always love the way that he enunciates things, and I love the pa. Oh, why does Lino look so cool? They all do, but why? I like the contrast between, sorry, I'm just gonna go back a bit. I like the contrast between the members' outfits and the background dancers' outfits. Obviously theirs are more ornate, and they have like more sparkly bits. I'm not a fashion person, but I like the way that the other outfits from the backing dancers, they fit the same kind of style, but they don't stand out, and it allows them to have a cohesive look with kind of the members, but without taking anything away from them in terms of focus. I like how the dance is more laid back here too. Lino sounds amazing. There's that synth. And this is what I was meaning about the syllabic. Did Lilo just there substitute finishing mega the word to go He did. Okay, that's cool. I love Hyunjin's facial expressions when he dances. They're so emotive.
This a mega verse, big bang. Your body shakes, 'cause we make it bang, yeah, yeah. This a mega verse, big bang. Everything shakes. Welcome to the Stray Kids Hot Mega Verse.
That was so cool. I think the best part of that for me was being able to see the members, individual parts, and especially it made Hangchan's section even more hard hitting. Like, it sounds good when you hear it. Obviously, you know, listening to it in the lyric video, it has a certain musical effect on you, and then, but then seeing it in that kind of contextualized stage performance with the pyrotechnics and the camera angles, it kind of heightened an already like really hype moment with it. Sorry, it looked so good. I just love as well, like, you can see the audience, so it adds kind of even more like weight and grandeur to it. I'm really enjoying, like, we're still only on song 1 and I'm already really enjoying what this album has to offer. Yeah. Okay, so next we've got La 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 La. I don't want to say too many las, or lack. I'm gonna react to both this music video and the rock version, just kind of to see what the differences are. But yeah, let's get into it. This synth reminds me of something. Wait, was that sweat on his? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm not ready. Okay.
Welcome to Gyeongra. 날 펴라. 도시라. 즐기면 그만. 멋지구나. 역동의 밤. 지성면 뻗고 생끝에 나. 잡생의 고민. 오케이 도케이 안에 벌집. 도페이 여기 벌집. 벌투정이. 피할 수 없음 소리가
I
뱅뱅 그 버튼 머리 헤드 뱅 맸던 허리띠도 꽉 메고 움직일 수 있어 어깨 좋지는 게란 말 짚어치운 채 즐기면 위아래 없는 축제 행복 지수 측정 불가 그때 Rock rock collide Just feel the rhythm of
I needed that come down. I needed that like fade out moment. That was so intense. Can we just talk about like how intense, like, they came at, like, if you imagine like Megaverse like being like the intro and stuff, and then they come at you with this. There's no time for, like, you can't sit down for you can, I mean, I'm sat down, but you there's no time for like breathing. The outfits in this are phenomenal. I didn't know I needed to see Felix as a pirate with a bandana. I didn't know I needed to see that. I also really like the green t-shirt shirt that he's wearing. Aye. And then we've got Han and Changbin, not Changbin, well Changbin as well, but Han and Pangchan, because my husband went to Changbin instead of Pangchan, with the crop tops. Okay. I like that. I like that throwaway. Throw away the needless formalities. There are no boundaries in enjoying ourselves. I like that. That's a nice pun. That, like the ascot. I like that. I'm fine. Oh, that outfit on Hyunjin is amazing. There's so much I don't know where to look. Oh, that falsetto. I heard something other than shush. Oh, that's perfect. I like this dance. Yes, Chan. Come on now. I. Can I have like a year-long break now? Oh, but no, that was amazing. I like. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin with my thoughts on this. I'm dreading, and I don't mean this in a negative way, I'm dreading the rock version, because if this is the non-rock version, what is the rock version gonna be like? Hair, outfits, choreo, 10 out of 10. Musicality, falsettos, rap line, 10 out of 10. Camera angles, I loved at the close to the end here, where there's like this this like flyover kind of shot. Oh, I didn't see this visual before. Hello? I didn't see this before. I didn't know where to look. That's such again, the outfits in this. I like how obviously we had the Rockstar trailer, and I like how these elements, how we got these kind of recurring elements in storyline. I'll be- I also like On the Bus, District 325. Debut Day, District. Did they really have to, like, this is track 2, people. Can we pace ourselves? Or I'm gonna need a pacemaker. um, I love I love the contrast between the multiversal versions of Stray Kids. Um, because obviously the band are meant to be one. I say band, the school band kind of are meant to be one type of appearance of Stray Kids. And then there's the pirate, and then there's this with the clown masks. I'm just gonna say, I mean, visually this is stunning. Regarding the dance, I want a dance practice. I need a dance practice, and then I'm gonna stand in my living room and pretend like I can do any of it. Please give me a dance practice. Like, this is. Oh, I'm just. This look. Can we have more of this look? In fact, can we just have more of the looks in general? Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I also really like this outfit that Chan's wearing. Um, because it leans into the pirate theme in that it's like a rope. Same as Hyunjin with the kind of net. Um, but obviously it is literally just a tanglement of ropes. I don't know what the fashion term is. Um, uh, I I I can't. The falsetto parts from Pangchan like took me out. Um, yes, sir. Yes, you. Um, um, I I don't even know what to say. Anymore. I'm kind of lost. This kind of as well. Obviously, pirate themes we knew were coming, but the way that this stage is set up is almost reminiscent of Kingdom to me, because you've got like different, um, like you've got the very literal. This is a stage, but then you've got different like sub stages, and subsets. Um, Here, like that could represent God's menu. The banners in the background could be Miro. I'm trying to think of everything, but nothing is coming right now. Um, but you know, I I'm just gonna shut up and we're gonna move on to the rock version, and I'm gonna see how much I love this. Okay, so the rock version only has this lyric videos kind of available. Um, but I just really want to hear how sonically it sounds um different to the regular version. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? Is anyone else nervous? Three, two, one. Okay, first of all, you need to be turned down a little bit because we're rocking, but we're not rolling that far. I need to breathe. Okay, three, two, one. I love this guitar.
Welcome to 경마 날 펴라 도시라 즐기면 그만 엎지구나 역경해봐 지성의 공부 생끝에 나 잡생각 고민 오케이 안에 벌진
There's something so strange about okay okay in the context of this arrangement, because it sounds kind of, the arrangement sounds really hard hitting, and then but the way that Felix says okay okay, it's really laid back, and it kind of, I like it, but it's like there's something like comical about it, and I mean that in the best way. I didn't notice that as well, that kind of call and response between IN between IN and Han, and then IN and Bangchan. I think this version lends itself to a theme song. The other version uh, is a lot obviously more pop sounding in comparison to this. This song feels like it could be in some form of soundtrack. Um, I think this line works amazingly with this accompaniment. Yeah. I like that rhyme as well. I think Changbin's voice suits this concept so well. Like, I don't know if Changbin is able to do screaming lyrics rather than just clean vocals and rap, but I want to see if he can. Please. Okay. First of all, if this had been the main version of this song rather than just an additional kind of song at the end of the album, because obviously I know technically I'm listening to this particular song out of order, I think this would have had a completely different impact. I think it would have still phenomenally worked well with the music video that we got for the standard version. Um, um, I was kind of stimming along with the end of the song there. Sungmin at the end there. I need more rock songs from him. Like obviously we know him for ballads and his vocals in general, but this vocal in particular at the end really like stood out to me. I love the way I like the la 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 la. I like that part with the synth in the other version, but something about this with the guitar and the rock aspects, it works so well. I think it's a crime that this wasn't the main version. I think both versions are great, but I think that the fact that they relegated this to an alternate version, I kind of understand why, but I feel like for people that maybe aren't as deep into Stray Kids, if they heard this version, it might be like, oh, this is more for me. But because it's kind of almost relegated to the latter half of the album, there's a lot of people that, for start, not everybody listens to entire albums anymore. You know, you'll maybe an artist will bring out an album, and a lot of people will just be like, I'll just listen to the singles, or I'll just listen to one or two songs. And I think this being relegated to the latter half of the album, and also being kind of labeled as a version rather than being used as the main kind of song, is kind of doing it an injustice. It sounds so good. It sounds amazing. It works really well. As I said, I want to know, can Changbin do scream vocals? I'm not even really into scream vocals, but I'm kind of, if Changbin's doing it, I'm gonna be here for it. Um, Again, I noticed the things that I didn't notice in the first version, either because they weren't there or because the musical elements are arranged differently so we can hear it. So the call and response between Ian and Han and Ian and Pengchen, that I didn't notice before. Again, this for me has we've only technically only heard two songs, but I'm gonna say three. This is my favorite of the three so far. I think obviously we've still got songs to go, but so far this is my favorite that I've heard so far. I am this album. I'm so looking forward to the remaining tracks. Okay, so our next song is Blind Spot. I didn't need Lino in glasses staring at me as if I'm a piece of dirt under a shoe, but I'll accept it. I feel like I just walked into like a really super, like, with these pictures, I walked into like a super secret elite club, and like they're all looking at me as if to say like, you haven't proved yourself to be here. And I'm kind of like, I know, but please let me in. Okay, so this is Blind Spot. Let's just dive in. Let's just go with it. Okay. Oh, okay. Wasn't ready for that volume. I probably should turn them down before we start, because I'm being got. Okay. Ooh. That's so interesting, having the guitar as the lead and then having the almost twinkly instrument on the top of it. Interesting. Okay, so this is a completely different vibe. This is, if Megaverse and Luck are kind of more showing a carefree side, a confident side. This is, so far lyrically, this is more deep and dealing with kind of more internal fears and things. I really like that. The fall after the shining arrival part. That's a beautiful line. Sorry. I like that it's Sungmin starting this. It's a nice setup for Han. Ooh. I love this. So it's the kind of idea of people only see what you put out into the world. They don't see the constant hard work and training and again endless nights as Chan said that make it. I love this idea of we'll meet outside the blind spot. In my head the first thing I thought of was it's kind of not a blind spot but a spotlight, so like on stage, that kind of metaphor of when you're in the spotlight you can be seen, versus when you're on the other, when if you've ever been on a stage, when you're outside of those spotlights you're not as visible. And so I to me the blind spot is kind of the spotlight because it says outside so if the sides outside of the spotlight are the blind spot, then the actual inside the spotlight is outside the blind spot. I'm rambling. I like this. I like as well that we're dealing with a different subject matter, but we haven't lost the drive of the other three songs. Obviously in album order it's 2 songs. It's still keeping that energy, but it's turning it usefully into the purpose of this song, which I really like. These high notes. I like this synth. That's something that I've noticed in compositions, in Stray Kids compositions. They often enjoy descending motifs. Da 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 da. And it's kind of their signature at this point, but it works.
지금 이 순간에도 누가 몰라준대도 I ain't gonna stop, oh no 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 실패가 눈에 밟혀도 두려움을 다 감추고 I'm just gonna stomp and let it go 무시하는 비웠던 그 과정 속에 있는 나 이건 나 자신과의 싸움 스스로를 지켜가 해가 뜨고 지는 밤 하늘 위에 밝은 달 우릴 닮은 듯해 어둠을 감춘 채 떠오른다
I like that. He talks about fighting with himself. This is a fight with myself, I protect myself. And then he says, it seems like we resemble each other, we rise while hiding the darkness. It's that kind of your own worst enemy in this kind of section, it seems, because with the very obvious fight with myself, obviously we all have those kind of moments where we doubt ourselves and we judge ourselves, and sometimes we forget what we look like to other people and what we resemble, and so this kind of it seems like we resemble each other, feels like that admission of we rise but while hiding, kind of that admission of we're holding each other, we're holding ourselves back, in one way, but we're kind of hiding it. We're kind of putting it to the side to focus on what we need to do and what we want to do. We, in this case, obviously being Stray Kids. and that's the thing as well. Uh, they only look at the results and success, blinded by our glowing process. For a start, there's that image again of light being blinded, and it's also that kind of a lot of spotlights. This is just a random thought I had. A lot of spotlights kind of curve like this, and it's that kind of almost tunnel, if tunnel vision kind of thing. But I like that I like the way that this song is addressing this.
Success blinded by our glowing process 보이는 게 다가 아니야 사각지대 속에 감춘 Show them what you're made of your endless nights deserve a love ovation
I love that line.
We can feel the progress
That's something that if you're creative or if you have a passion or something that you are working towards, even if there are people that are detracting and saying like you can't do it, you can't make it, you can't da 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 da, you can feel in yourself getting better. If it's dancing, you can feel yourself getting better at dancing. If it's singing, you can feel yourself getting stronger as you sing, and so on and so forth. I recently saw some TikToks, and they were people just dancing on TikTok, and it was kind of like superimposed with like comments that they'd got of like you're not doing very well, you're not dancing very well, da 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 da, and then it like transitions to this kind of future them or current time them, where they're dancing on stage at like M Countdown and stuff like that, and that this song kind of makes me think of that moment of, in the moment you can't see your progress, but as you start to make it, and you get better at whatever craft it is you're doing, you can start to feel it, and you can, especially the more you do it, you can feel that kind of progress, even if the people that are around you only see that final end result, and that final kind of moment where you're on stage, they can't see what came before it.
Shining, we are the champions trying to make a difference 다가오는 빛에 나와가는 듯해 I'm still there in the blind spot Shining, we are the champions trying to live for greatness 날아왔던 빛에 다가서는 그때 We'll meet outside the blind spot
And that's interesting. The idea in Lino's part of I'm still in the blind spot. So even though Stray Kids as a group have done amazing things, and they've had amazing accomplishments, they're still working hard, every single comeback, every single day, behind the scenes. And for them, they're still in the blind spot because they're still doing the things that they need to do, and going through the trials and tribulations that they're going through to end up in that final, that final center stage kind of moment in the spotlight. I love the way that this song deals so much around light, and the very various facets of light.
Creating treasures in this lonely night
That's
빛이같이 펼치는 이곳에서 만들어낸 빛이 결국 밝혀 It's time to light a star now Shining, we are the champions trying to make a Shining, we are the champions trying to live for greatness Shining, we are the champions trying to make a Shining, we are the champions trying to live for greatness Shining, we are the champions trying to make a Shining, we are the champions dying to live for greatness Shining, we are the champions trying to make a Shining, we are the champions dying to live for greatness
okay, it's another great song. Um, they, I think I'm trying to collate my thoughts. I liked the ending, of that of Blind Spot with the kind of almost audience participation kind of section. Um, because you've got the hook, you've got that kind of clap along kind of thing, going on, and storyline wise, it kind of works with that idea of the process of moving from the blind spot into the spotlight. Um, and the story kind of coming to that lyrical will meet in the in that kind of space. Um, I I like the way, as I said earlier, it keeps the energy of the other two songs and repurposes it, and it allows it to kind of maintain that momentum until that kind of middle eight section, and then it kind of pulls it all away and then gives it back. And then again, in that kind of audience participation section with the hook, it allows itself to again fade out perfectly. And it's that kind of, it's almost like a metaphorical spotlight being turned off, because if you when you turn a light on, it doesn't just go off on. There's kind of like a open, it's like a flower, it kind of opens, and same when it shuts, it kind of goes like that, obviously a lot faster, but it's that kind of thing. um but it's the kind of musical equivalent of that. And with the constant references and referrals and themes of light referenced in this song, I feel like it's a perfect, even if maybe that wasn't the intent, I feel like that's a nice little thing to go along with it. um I think the rock version of la 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 la, because sorry, that was a bad joke. I feel like I feel like Lack is still my favorite song so far, but I don't say that and mean like, oh, I dislike any of these songs. They're all amazing. Um, and we're not even done yet, which is okay. So this is the last one I'm going to do on part one, and this is Complex. I have no idea what Complex is. I have no idea what we're going to be dealing with. I feel like Changbin is judging me for not knowing what Complex is in that portrait. So yeah, let's just get in. Let's just get in and listen and look and learn, and yeah. Okay. Drum beat.
어리숙하다니 이건 패기점은 피 빈틈을 보여줄게 이건 your me 수많은 재능 넉대 사람은 든 masterpiece 모든 세계 욕심 없어 골라다치 검은 띠 겁없이 눌러서 타오치 시작이 당장 고민만 하다 답없이 보이는 그대로 있는 그대로 가다 보면 펼쳐져 무한대로 Try me, touch me, cause I don't give a shit the way you
Okay, he definitely said that. What the? No. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
반대로 Try me, touch me, cause I don't give a shit the way you look at my back cover I am triggered by your me Embracing all my scars and imperfections Turn the tide on my clothes, I'm a pro now Complex is just complex Too bright, I'm so flashy Different, no, I'm unique That's right, I'm so classy. Nobody can stop me. Complex 있는데도 보여주지 다 complex. 만족하며 살았을 때 없는 complaint. 너 매력이지 complex. Complex 만족하며 살았을 때 없는 complaint. 너 매력
That that's so satisfying.
보여주지 다 complex. 만족하며 살았을 때 없는 complaint. 너 매력이지 complex. Complex 삐딱하게 비친 고개 다 어깨 싸가지 바가지만 많아 돈에 솜씨 박수가 절로 나와 이 정도의 걸 한번 있어줘야 인간미가 있지 걔네 컴플렉 뻥차고 나가 단점은 내 강점 날 밟았다간 피와 난 육각형의 압정 약점이 나는 나우성의 더 각성이 감추기에 급급하지 모두 까고 발전 Try me, judge me, cause I don't give a shit The way
It shouldn't get to me. But we've come so far from our dishes so bussing. And I'm saying that in the most like stupid voice, but like we've come so far. I love it.
Look at my book cover, I am triggered by your miss Embracing all my skies and imperfections Turn the tide on my clothes, I'm a pros now Flexing complexions, just come
Ooh.
So bright, I'm so flashy Different, no, I'm unique That's right, I'm so classy
That like laugh he did.
Different, no, I'm unique That's right, I'm so classy
Oh, that gets me.
Sorry. Complex 있는데도 보여주지 다 complex 만족하며 살았을 때 없는 complaint 너 매력이지 complex Complex Showing off my weakness I'm not gonna hide it Look how shiny it is This is my pride got it 없애지 않아도 It's so beautiful though 다 끝내고 밝혀 모두 찌푸려도 신경은 불필요 Combine complex and flex complex Nothing perfect, this only takes cause we're perfect Nothing can make us stand to show us some respect Nothing perfect, this all it takes cause
That high harmony.
Love me the way I am Flexing complex is just complex Too bright, I'm so flashy Different, no, I'm unique That's right, I'm so classy Nobody can stop me Complex 있는데도 보여주지 다 complex 만족하며 살았을 때 없는 complaint 너 매력이지 complex Complex
How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? This is amazing. Genuinely. First and foremost, flexing complex. I think, right? Yes? Question? Ooh. We know certainly Pang-chan likes to combine words, Maxident, for instance, and things like that. I should have expected that it was going to be that kind of thing. I love this. I think the only thing that would have made this better is if it was a little longer. And then we had the sections with Pang-chan and Felix, but have them together, because they owned their respective sections that they did. But the little laugh that Felix did as he's delivering the line, as well as the kind of way that Pang-chan delivers his section, I'd want to see how they kind of would come together. But I love this. Okay, this might be my favorite. Sorry, Dak. Sorry. This is so far my favorite. The is still in my brain though. I thought that was just gonna be like a Changbin thing, but Han did it too. Also, what is it? What is with the Magne line? What's with the Magne line being the one swearing? Because we had Ian in the first place doing it, and then we had Sungmin. It was great, but it was like, we've come so far. We've come so far. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, this is my favorite song so far. I wonder if it will be topped. but this, yeah. Okay, so Complex is my favorite song so far. Obviously, this is only part one. Um, part two will be coming very shortly afterwards. Um, but so far, even though I've got a favorite song, all of the songs have been great. Um, I I can't I can't do it. Um, amazing, amazing. So yeah, please feel free to join me on part two. Um, and thank you guys for watching this first part. And I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye everyone. Bye.